Welcome to Totally Talent Podcast by HR.com, your go-to source for all things talent. Whether you're looking for expert insights on high-volume hiring, the latest trends in recruitment technology, or strategies for building a winning team, we've got you covered. Join us for each episode as we dive deep into the challenges and opportunities shaping the talent landscape today. Let's get started.
Hey friends, welcome to another edition of Totally Talent on HR.com. I'm your host, Mike Wood. And yes, this is how tall I actually am. I'm only 5'6". Usually I can hide that from my home office, but here we are. And I'm here with Ty Abernathy. Ty, can you tell people where you're from and what your affiliation with HR Tech is?
Yeah,
That's some random guy now?
yeah, I am random, but my name is Ty Abernathy. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Grayscale. We're based in Atlanta, Georgia. Good to be here. I think it's my third HR Tech.
All right. Yep. Nothing ever changes. It's always the same.
It's always just
The buzzwords,
Yeah.
buzzwords just change. You're going to see agentic AI all over the place.
Yes.
But tell me a little bit what Grayscale is.
Yeah. So Grayscale, we focus on high volume hiring. We have a agentic AI agents, kind of a suite of agents, really designed to help eliminate friction throughout the hiring process for really high volume enterprise hiring. So we've got a candidate agent really designed for kind of creating a concierge experience for your candidates. We've got a recruiter agent designed for eliminating a lot of the admin tasks for recruiters. And then we've got a hiring manager agent really tailor-made for that recruiter use case, that line manager or store manager on the ground, just giving them a personal assistant in their pocket to kind of manage their day-to-day of the recruiting process and offload a lot of it. So yeah.
Man, so you can imagine there's a lot of companies out here that are all saying they're doing an agentic AI. What makes you guys different from what's out there in terms of like the paradoxes of the world or like the major like high volume hiring?
Yeah. Well, you have, you can look at it one of a few ways, really. Like you've got sort of the pre-LLM versus post-LLM world. And there's a number of players in the market that have built great proprietary AI that's now is not able to keep up with best-in-class LLMs. And so one is like, is it last gen or next gen AI, right? And we think we pride ourselves on just being able to take advantage of the latest and greatest in the markets. We're always adapting in that way just to be able to create the most human-centered experience through conversational AI. And so that's one way. We think really deeply about the high volume use case as well. So you have agentic AI being used in a lot of different use cases. I think the more generic, the worse. Like when you really want to kind of tailor in on a problem set, and we're really laser focused and dialed in on that for like enterprise global brands. There's a lot of complexity there, but we think that's where the magic is, and sort of just being really, really focused on that problem.
So I am a big champion of the candidate experience. High volume hiring is notoriously bad because they don't care about the candidate.
One recruiter and 2,000 candidates.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever.
I
got 5 more just like them. Whatever. So how do you guys help? Well, what's your thoughts on the whole candidate experience and managing that? Because that it's you got to manage both the hiring team's expectations and like how do you?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a dance. I mean, the good thing is that dance can be more eloquent and sophisticated with AI now, right? And so you think about like where do things break down to in the hiring process? One, it's like just top of funnel sheer volume. You can't get to every candidate, right? Or the manual. I mean, we were just talking to a global manufacturer that does 50,000 hires a year, and they were sharing that for them, they have an army of 18 recruiters that are just simply on the phone screening all day.
Nightmare.
And they're like, and the problem is you can't get to anywhere close to the number of applicants they have. So they have like really qualified candidates that are applying, they're spending money for it, they can't even get to. So one thing AI allows you to do, obviously, is to be able to screen and assess all talent that you have, right? And then be able to evaluate them based on responses or assessments to then short stack who makes sense to really speak to. So you're able to look at the full list, not just a substack of what you have time for, right? So it's things like that. There's obviously the kind of pain point between recruiter and hiring manager and how things break down there. AI can really help grease the wheels on that, make it a much more meaningful and fruitful relationship and engagement. So
I'll put you on the spot a little bit. And like, it's funny, you hear people saying, this AI that's coming out now, but you guys have been probably working on it for 5-6 years. Like, how did you kind of see where things were going?
Yeah. Well, you said, working on 5% series, man. We made the bet that LLMs were going to hit the market, that were going to be better than anything that we could build. And so we did a lot with automation and messaging channels like SMS and WhatsApp, but decided to intentionally not invest in AI until the LLMs hit the market. So we became an AI company on November 2022 when ChatGPT and Anthropic hit the market. And it allowed us to really springboard and innovate with a really firm foundation that we built, really tailored for high volume use cases. So
Awesome. I love it. So tell me about some of the customers that you have after using your platform.
Yeah.
Success.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So our customers will come to us with like one of a series of problems in sort of that high volume use case world. So like Hershey's would be an example. So like Hershey's does very high volume for their manufacturing plants. And for them, there's friction throughout the hiring and onboarding process. So they've really started by eliminating friction through automating the hiring funnel kind of throughout the process, eliminating where are the areas that we can eliminate a human touch with an automated touch while still keeping that candidate experience best in class. And then they were looking at onboarding and they're like, okay, we are onboarding hundreds and hundreds of candidates every couple of weeks into our facilities. There's so much drop off and so much friction in the process. How do we create a best in class experience? So we've deployed automation there as well to make their full onboarding process 100% SMS and WhatsApp first, and is entirely automated without needing human intervention, except for escalation. And so that for them is just, cut the onboarding time in half. They can do it with a third of the staff, and so a lot of the outcomes.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate the time. I'm glad to see you. We're somewhere in Mandalay Bay in the conference area somewhere. Thank you for the time, and thank you all for listening.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in to the Totally Talent podcast by HR.com. We hope you find today's episode insightful and inspiring. Don't forget to explore more episodes and discover valuable resources at hr.com/podcasts, where you can listen to all of our podcasts. Until next time, keep leading with purpose and making a difference in the world of talent.